First of all, I will thank you for giving me this opportunity to present my paper in an important event like the third edition of International Conference of MJQR Quantitative and Qualitative Methods for Social Research. The subject for our communication today is Internet technologies as a source for consumer empowerment. This topic has allowed us to build a plan that consists of an introduction, a research question, mobilize theories, analysis of literature review, and finally a conclusion. As all you know, today, the consumer have become very conscious of what they eat. As Fischler said, if you don't know what we eat, doesn't become difficult to know not only what we are going to become, but also what we are. The consumer's awareness of their food and their distrust of food product led him to adopt an informative approach, is to use internet technologies to get information about the product they consume. This allowed us to pose the following problem: how internet technologies are helping to reclaim power for the consumer. To carefully answer this question, we focus on some theories that are essential for our topic. The first theory, service dominant logic. Vargulash are the first researchers who consider that the logic centered on the goods and the company is not adapted anymore to the economic context in the area of internet. And they are the first who promoted the emergence of new logic, SDL. This new logic, it's a new approach in marketing that determines the value of good by the service it offers to customers. It considers the market as a collective construction process in which the consumer and the producer participate together in the creation of value. The second theory, French and Raven. This theory has been applied in marketing to explain the effect of internet on the perceived power of the consumer in purchasing decisions. This theory explains 5 sources of power the consumer can acquire through internet technologies: expert power, voice power, which composed of reward power and coercive power, legitimate power, and finally, reference power. The last one theory, empowerment theory. Papaport is the first one who proposed the concept of empowerment as a theory. Its objective is to defend the right of the oppressed and to propose solutions to social problems arising from powerlessnesses. So, this theory was elaborated in the United States, whose main objective is to give priority to the oppressed so that they can express their opinions, their rights, and acquire the power to overcome the domination that they suffer. In order to analyze the concept of power and empowerment, we focus on some authors in the literature review who has clarified the concept well. We start by Kurbatov and Olev. This author have clarified that the consumer have developed three skills since emergence internet technologies: dialogue skills, hedonistic skills, collaborative skills. Dialogue skills, internet technologies have transformed the way in which the consumer has access to nutritional information for the choice of his product. The consumer has become more informed. The pre-internet economy, the consumer are not empowered because of information asymmetries, and also information was mainly by brand. But now with the pressure of internet technology, the consumer is surrounded by all kinds of information for the choice of his product. Hedonistic cues, as Rosin says, individuals become what they eat. Today, consumers are moving toward a food that gives them a sense of belonging and identity and connect them with the industry. Its orientation toward the healthy product responsible is just sign and symbol of its identification and its belonging of a consumption society. Collaborative use, internet technologies have legitimated the power of the consumer. Traditionally, it's the producer who determines the characteristic of product. This vision is rooted in the good dominant logic that considers the consumer as a passive actor who destroys the value. But today, with the new logic STL, the consumer has become an active actor who participates in the co-creation of his own product. As Bashu said, there are two sources of empowerment the consumer can acquire: the power perceived by technology and the power perceived by company. When it's come to power perceived by technology, it's an initiative initiated by consumer itself to create their own products. That's we call it psychological empowerment. It's a subject state of consumer associated with the person of power than before. But when we talk about empowerment delegated by the company, it's about empowerment practice or empowerment strategy. It's an initiative initiated by company to give priority or to delegate power to customers to participate for their own product. Thus, we can define it by Kamachu as a strategy initiated by peers to give customer a sense of control over the product selection. That's the difference between the power perceived by technology and the power perceived by company. When we talk about empowerment strategies, we distinguish two kinds of empowerment: empowerment to create and empowerment to select. Empowerment to create, it's referred to the involvement of consumers in the development of new product concepts based on their potential for innovation. It's about calling on consumers to propose ideas or design for new products. But when we talk about empowerment to select, it's referred to the involvement of consumers to select the offer that will be marketed by the company. In this situation, we can find some companies that use one of their strategy, empowerment to create or empowerment to select, but also we can find some companies that use it, for example, to combine between two kinds of empowerment to create and empowerment to select, in order to give a chance or opportunity for all customers to participate to create their own product. As a testimony of this kind of strategies empowerment, we can find the first brand, C'est qui le patron, which empower consumers to create their own brand through co-creation platform. And also this kind of operation is developed in several countries around the world, and witnessed it in the first time in Morocco by the launch of the consumer brand Diana in 2020, which initiative of brand Al Mustahlik. A Moroccan consumer will have this opportunity to create together the product they want as they want, especially the quality product, fair and responsible. And finally, we can notice that the consumer can acquire the power, whether it's acquired by internet or delegated by company, but the main objective is to acquire it and to use it in the right way. Thank you for listening.